diamonds precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready. Bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Jackson. This is complete to Dawson Knox. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go play fake with Jackson. It's a catch for Hayden Hurst. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They've got first down here from the 36. Fields out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another throw for Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Angel. Here we go, son. 319, get that. Go.
Throwing again. It's Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37.
Here we go. 319, get that.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. This is ahead for about 5. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Good. 258, not.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's out in the clear. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Turbo, son.
On the keeper, here's Fields. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Hey, can. Tonight.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. It's complete. Kyle Williams hits the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead on the first play of the drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10.
222.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Green knife, go.
Now Fields. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That's 6 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Danger, Kings. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down.
Here we go. 3-9.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Field. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
Here we go. We're good. It's all right.
They'll throw 3rd and long. This finds Mitchell, complete. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go, son. All right.
Mitchell up the middle. A 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10. Well done. And they surprise a whole lot of folks by picking up that first.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
EQ. Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Mitchell again. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Still to go here. This is 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Sit up! Ready! Sit up!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready! Hey, middle!
From the gun, Judkins. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
What an injection and momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
10 at the 12-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chase Brown now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go.
Fields on 1st down. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Here we go. You got a green 19. You guys do that? All right.
Here's Fields to throw. Gets it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Houston.
See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. 551. 551. Go. Set.
Fields looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Here we go.
Fields to throw it. For big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looks like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
We've set it down from 37.
Here we go. Yep, 319, get set. Go.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Kelly going downfield. It's caught. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. 331, just behind.
Out of the shotgun. Fields. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by one. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe two plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Middle.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now we'll try a deep shot to the other side. That's complete inside the 35. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push their lead to 4. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. If you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. Chip slip.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Here we go. Right.
Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
To Kyle Williams. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
You. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Taken in by Harrison. He goes out a little short of the 40.
To number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Lamar off to play fake. Doesn't find its man. Incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Hey, report! You change it.
Going to the ground again on first. Big gap up the middle. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What? 180. 180. That's up.
Another one for Junkins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another game to Judkins. Second down run, good for 4. Brings up third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Lamar now from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Ravens 41, Texans 20. Set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
They're on 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Go.
Mitchell off the pistol again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught by his back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Whatever his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good.
Looking to throw Fields. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. 3-19.
Fields throwing here. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sacked number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Here we go. All right.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And that's good for a few. He brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Angel. 331. Hey, Ken. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds Davis complete. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This is Mitchell. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 319, get up. Hey, Ken. EQ. No muss. Right.
A pistol snap. Fields. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Field goal doesn't move that needle, and they're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Here we go, son. Right.
Desperation time here. In a 2-score game, this game will remain. The defense ready for that one. Got him on 4th and goal. They turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again here from the end zone. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Give, here's Judkins. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Sit on! You! Report!
Handoff now to Judkins. Get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Texans have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Here's Fields to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going in motion here. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 319, that's that.
Now Fields. And this is We all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
21, Texans 26.
Down inside 2 minutes now. They're going to line up to try the onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
DC, ready?
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Middle. Get on! Ready! Get on!
Judkins headed right. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Judkins running between the tackles. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get on! 180! Finish it on! Get on!
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Now run with right. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Finish it on!
Judkins. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design wrong. Jackson keeping it. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.